Tommy got a little bit big and decided to go down big-headed and decided to go down to Gulf Coast Community College and wanted to tap on little mommies and daddies, little brats down there, their little darlings. That's the only time he got prosecuted. And I highly suspect the only reason why you all prosecute so-called sex crimes is because there comes a lawsuit out of it. Sandra Sossman a long time ago got $750,000. So here's what I suspect goes on. The reason why you prosecute them is then they can sue. The lawyer sues, contacts risk management. Risk management probably gets a payout, a kickback. The lawyer gets a kickback. The prosecutor gets a kickback. And the claimed victim also gets a kickback. Now, I ain't got no proof on this, but I find it awfully funny. Disgustingly funny. Cops can take, and I highly suspect, cops get paid cash every day from the jail when they take defenseless, harmless, homeless people and throw them in jail. Yeah, down at McKenzie Park down there. Hey, but they can't find these boom cars that are going up and down the road. No, sirree. Even though 6005 of the Florida statutes, it is the duty, not option, of the state's attorney to prosecute these lowlifes. So, no matter how many laws I look up, oh, gee whiz. I had one cop say, well, did you get the number? I said, well, gee whiz, did you want me to count the love bugs on the bumper too and give you the proper amount? So I can understand the reason why you ain't going to go hard on a cop. You need the cops. If the cops decide to go on strike, you'd have to be out there holding up signs, we'll work for food. Now, so I'm hoping that you will take this very seriously, or are bicyclists meant to be regarded as trash, barely tolerated in our society? Hey, Panama City, Florida, they don't sweep off the place where the bicycles ride. So anyway, yeah, I personally met Glenn Hess. Oh, by the way, why don't you, I've given Glenn Hess something called a PDF, Oath of Arrest and Prosecution. All you got to do is just, if you can't figure out, and you've got a sudden case of Alzheimer's disease, and you conveniently can't remember, well, I'll tell you what, this paper I created called the PDF Oath of Arrest and Prosecution, it is designed to put not only a cop in jail, but to put him in jail where they'd have to pump sunshine up as you-know-what for 100 years.
Press 1. Can you...
Yes,
Game Hagler at February 9th, 2016, 4:30 p.m. at Wilson Avenue and 23rd Street. I witnessed a cop order a bicyclist who was going down 23rd Street, going from west to east, and so was the cop. I witnessed this cop order his bicyclist to get up on the sidewalk or he was arrested and throw him in jail. Now, I have tried calling Police Chief Scott Urban. I talked to Laura Olson, who happens to be the secretary. I talked to Cynthia Rainier, who happens to be criminal investigations at the Panama City Police Department. I talked to Officer Smith, who acknowledged that the cops have GPS devices in their cars, so we'll know exactly who this cop is. I talked to an officer, Rooker, who's told me that he's been 9 years in Homeland Security before he became on the Panama City Police Department. I'm assuming that they have dash cams in their vehicle because this was a new vehicle. This was not an old vehicle. I'm sure they got body cams on the cops, and I'm sure that the cops carry tape recorders. And because they got GPS devices that they track the cops at all times, they know exactly where that cop is. I never thought I'd see the day that a cop would do this. And I'm looking for a criminal prosecution on this cop under United States Code Title 18, 241, 242, which is a $10,000 fine, 10 years in prison. I'm looking for a criminal prosecution on this cop for using his official office to terrorize and corrupt government practices. That's under 775, column 30, UA, to intimidate the general civilian population and be used and also be corrupt. I'm also looking for a prosecution under this cop under terrorism, under 876 of the Florida statute, because now this bicycle has future fear, never knowing when he's going down the road in a lawful manner, in a lawful, careful manner, that this cop is going to arrest him. I also got charged under 895 of the Florida statutes, which is a felony. I want this cop arrested for perjury for violating his oath of induction to become a cop in the first place. That's under 876 of the Florida statutes. And I got arrested also for violating his constitutional oath to protect citizens. That's under 876 of the Florida statutes. I also got this cop arrested for perjury, convenient perjury, for him knowingly taking his oath and then lying and going back on his oath. Or otherwise, cops can just take and do as they will please, man. So anyway, I'm calling the 14th Judicial Circuit, Glenn Hess, Panama City, Florida, Bay County, Florida, of the 14th Judicial Circuit, and I'm looking to have a prosecution done on this cop. And the cop will be easy from the identification of the facts are that this cop was in his car and they got GPS devices. So I'm hoping that you all will consider this very serious. Not only that, what if he was high? What if he was on drugs? What if he was drinking? What if he's doing other criminal activity besides that? Because it sure doesn't seem to me like that this cop was conducting himself in a manner that would make the Panama City Police Department proud. They got this propaganda slogan on their vehicle. People serving people. Dedicated to evidence. They even have the propaganda on their cars. Okay. This happened February 9th, 2016, 4:30 p.m. at Wilson Avenue and 23rd Street. I made this phone call on February 12th, 2016, approximately 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It seems to me they make it awful hard for people to turn in a dirty cop. They want you to go to a chain of command. I even called the Bay County Sheriff's Department. I talked to a Bessie Johns at Records. She's just been there for 30 years. I also left a message with Florida Highway Patrol. Chain of command. I even called the Bay County Sheriff's Department. I talked to a Bessie Johns at Records. She's just been there for 30 years. I also left a message with Florida Highway Patrol, Lieutenant Brown, to see about getting something done about it. But I understand the cops are your third cops, and you need the cops. So you're not going to go hard on a cop. Oh, the only time you will is when there is a sex crime, like Ben Logue of the Bay County Sheriff's Department, or how about David Lunch of the Bay County Sheriff's Department, or what about Sergeant Stephen Dix that was going around racing young women? It was okay for him to race welfare queens, food stamp recipients, but he got a little bit big and decided to go down big-headed and decided to go down to Gulf Coast Community College. And wanted to tap on their mommies and daddies' little friends down there, their little darlings. That's the only time he got prosecuted. And I highly suspect the only reason why you all prosecute so-called sex crimes is because there comes a lawsuit out of it. Sandra Sullivan a long time ago got $750,000. So here's what I suspect goes on. The reason why you prosecute them is then they can sue. The lawyer sues, contacts risk management. Risk management probably gets a periodic kickback. The lawyer gets a kickback. The prosecutor gets a kickback. And the claim victim also gets a kickback. Now, I got no proof on this, but I find it awfully funny. Disgustingly funny. Cops can take, and I highly suspect, cops get paid cash every day from the jail when they take defenseless, harmless, homeless people and throw them in jail. Yeah, out of the Kinsey Park down there. Hey, they can't find these phone calls that are going up and down the road. No, sir. Even though 6005 in a Florida statute says the duty, not option of the state's attorney to prosecute these lowlifes. So, no matter how many laws I look up, oh, gee whiz, I had one cop say, well, did you get the number? I said, well, gee whiz, did you want me to count the love books on the bumper too?